internet!
Hello, Internet, how are you?
God.
My name is David Lurker, and I'm here to ruin your night.
Is Ken Penders writing the next House of the Dead comic?
I wish. Okay, let's see. Sonic the Hedgehog 156. You can get it on eBay. You can buy it now for $3. Or you can buy it 155 through 161 for $29.99. Because I want to do that. That's $30 for 7 comics. What's 30 divided by 7? Quick!
I don't know.
For something?
Yeah. That means each comic is 4
It's
something.
4.28571.
Why are Sonic...
4.285714285714287.
It just goes on and on.
So
143.
I want to know
What's
why...
joint or something, dude?
Oh, I can buy issue 156 for $8.73. That's free shipping. What? I have a question. Or I can get it for here's a copy for $4. Or here's a copy that comes with 238, 162, and 155 as well, and that's $24.99 for 4 issues. That's terrible. That means there's 6 something each. What? I want to know why Archie Sonic comics are so expensive. Like,
You're like the anti-Billy Mays.
I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense, because, I mean, everyone's like, oh yeah, for years the comic was horrible, and all the stories in it are horrible, but it's like, okay, I'll buy the horrible issues. They're like, okay, it's $10 an issue, and I'm like, what? Doesn't make sense. Like, let's say I want to buy Sonic 101, issue 101. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Buying Sonic the Hedgehog 101.
You could have bought this comic book based on House of the Dead Overkill, which is an unlockable in this game. Yep. It was apparently part of a collector's edition, but you can just get the entire comic in the game if you find all the comic book pages.
Oh, that's neat. Who wrote it?
That's a good question.
Ken
I don't know.
Penders.
Yeah, Ken Penders did it.
Ken Penders wrote it, and it was drawn by Ian Flynn. I don't know.
Alright, so this is Typing of the Dead.
Oh, is it
Overkill.
up?
Yeah, it's up right now.
Oh, now I have to go on to the site.
Broadcasters indicate that their video may be unsuitable for some viewers.
I hope so.
This is going to be one of those sexy Typing of the Deads?
That's
Boy, I
implied.
love those.
Viewer discretion advised.
I'll view your discretion.
And liberal use of motherfuckers everywhere.
Oh, we gotta censor ourselves. Hold on. Whenever you want to say a bad word, just say Sally.
The fuck was that for? A monster made them allies.
Oh, man.
There's
secret
adversaries. A monster made them allies.
Uh-oh. I skipped the entire video. We can't skip that.
You gotta rewind quickly.
It is important.
It is
Hit
very
the
important.
rewind button on
Right.
your VCR.
Now,
Just
when I
waiting
was...
for one of the joke phrases to come up, like "Thanks Obama" or "Shenmue."
Yeah, they're in there. And ironically, I'll show something off in a little bit, but this game has some interesting caveats if you try to capture the game footage.
They met as
Yeah, you were talking about how like
yeah.
certain UI elements don't show up or something.
Yeah.
Them allies.
Here we go again.
Like
They're
this
mad,
film.
is it? No, I'm not doing that a second time.
Like this film grain effect will disappear.
Rookie.
That man's head frightens me a little bit. The beard.
His identity.
Well,
I've
it's
just got
based
the
off...
opening music from Time Crisis 2 playing in my head right now.
G.
No.
Reading G over there.
Isaac Washington.
What?
And
It stands for great because he is.
Isaac Washington. Why doesn't he have like he's Agent W?
I'm gonna rip your motherfucking balls off.
I don't want him to rip my balls off. That sounds painful.
he just plays by his own rules.
The allies will confront terror.
He's obsessed with it.
In the blood.
I think he has issues.
He does love balls.
Palace of Pain.
Too bad he's not in Transform. He'd be great.
Papa's Palace of Pain.
I'll
just-
have my motherfucking revenge. Papa Caesar,
Be a courteous guest. Don't shoot everyone in sight.
Look.
This was a Wii game originally, right?
Yeah, this was originally on the Wii, and then it was brought to the PlayStation 3. So, with this PC port, it's basically the PlayStation 3 version, but now they added this Typing of the Dead wrapper around part of the game. And you can just play the actual House of the Dead Overkill by itself, with either mouse controls or game controls.
And it's rated X.
It's rated X, alright.
X for huh?
And it controls, for the most part, similarly to other House of the Dead, Typing the Dead games, where you just type out stuff, it stuns the zombies. And
okay.
if you... And hopefully it's not going to pick up on the mic, but... They'll wait in place for you to finish typing a word or a sentence. And if you mess up, or if you try to type something, and you want to just stop, you hit the backspace button instead of escape to stop the sentence. And unlike in at least the original Typing the Dead, I found that the space button actually does have a use in this one. Like there, also acts as a stun, and if you play in the hardcore mode, then not only does the game account for perfect spelling, but you also have to use the spacebar and correct punctuation, so you have to hold shift to like do an apostrophe and stuff like that.
What about
crazy.
capitalization?
It probably does account for that in hardcore mode. Unfortunately, I haven't unlocked it yet. And of course, the multiplayer mode hasn't been unlocked, but it's been confirmed that it is online play.
Should unlock it right now.
If only.
We're gonna do it right here, live on the stream. Or it's gonna prove he's hardcore.
Why is the screen gone bloody?
That's the slowdown effect. If you hit tab, you'll pick up items that are just on screen. And one of the items would make the entire screen slow down, which I think is a holdover from the main game. But it kind of helps here. But... I'm losing my train of thought. Like, it kind of helps here, but sometimes you'll get into a situation where there's not really anything going on, and you just waste time. I think
I love wasting time.
Well, I think an example of that is going to come up in a
hobo
moment.
zombie.
That zombie just wants you to spare some change, and what do? You murder him.
Like right here, we'll just wait.
Well, maybe that zombie should have voted for Obama.
Well,
Is that why the text that comes up for him, thanks Obama, then?
there's a health pack. You can use tab to get that. Ah! And of course, when you type in perfect sentences, you'll
Where
get...
do they come up with the phrases you're supposed to type, I wonder?
That's a good
Well,
question.
I believe Cheshire Hunt is is British slang that you can probably decipher for yourself.
Oh, yeah. Ah. Since this game
Chelsea
is...
Hunt. I think it's Chelsea, actually.
Since I think this game was made in the UK, that probably explains why there might be a little bit of a bias towards British slang.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
There is... So, since it was made in that, you have a choice between UK English and US English. So... All those...
Why would you ever
hardly any games actually have UK English as an option.
Yeah.
He broke out of rehab. Quickly murder him. Oh, okay.
Play it again, Sham.
Oh, there's another one. And of course, there's a combo system, like I said. If you type in 3 letters incorrectly, it breaks your combo. And if you get hit, it also breaks the combo as well.
Nail! Nail! Oh, he's got it.
How would you get hit by the people on the ground? They can't. How did they bite you down there?
You don't. It's just like in the actual game, where it just looks over the balcony, and it's just a general shooting gallery type of thing going on.
Oh. I want to know
Ariola.
how many. This is a
Sack
family
the
show.
writer!
I give it a second. Give it a second. Give it. Ah ha 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 ha.
You fool!
Ah,
Are you having some trouble?
a little bit. I don't have the ideal.
It's a 50-50 chance.
I don't have the ideal solution for a having a keyboard in a good position, but I'll manage. Ah, almost lost my combo. So yeah, we've played
I
the
know why
original
he
Typing
smells
Dead.
blood. Because he's covered in it.
I think I missed a collectible. There it is.
Oh no.
It's okay. You can just literally mash on the tab key, which lets you pick up items. And besides the slowdown items, there's also the collectibles like concept art and crap like that. But you can just mash the tab key, and even if you're in like cutscene mode, you'll still pick up the item, which is nice. And it works across both typing and House of the Dead modes.
Shit, man. That ain't right.
Yeah. But why would you want to shoot if you can type?
That's a good
That's what I
question.
said.
Well,
Shit,
in this
man.
game, they don't
That
have
ain't-
Dreamcast and keyboards.
Yeah, that really bums me out.
Which is a
but,
shame.
wow. Oh well.
Well,
To be fair, this was probably made on like a $3 budget by a single programmer who was
Yeah.
really bored.
That's the problem. It needs.
That's why I've been kind of wondering, is this game like made in Unity? Because oh, what's the name of the developer that worked on this? Because it's not Headstrong Studios, a
Obscure
subsidiary
British
of
Development
Unity.
House #2693.
No, it was Headstrong that did. Well, they did the original. I'm not sure who did the Typing of the Dead
Yeah.
version.
GW. On the screen.
Yes, nice to finally have you in one of these things. Or at least
I've been on
recently.
before, just not very often.
Yeah. But yeah, like the original indie developer is a Unity developer, so it kind of makes me wonder if this game was also... Whoa. Can't think and type. It was like they originally made like Unity 3D games, and that zombie is wigging out back there.
Well, the original version of this game was made in like 2009 before Unity. I mean, Unity existed, I think, but it wasn't a thing like it is now.
Should have
you know.
taken the stairs.
Let's see if I can do this.
You okay? No, I am not okay.
Alright. Now this is what happens if you try to capture game footage normally. It basically loses all these weird effects, which is kind of funny. Try not to have it on for too long.
So what's the picture-in-picture?
The picture-in-picture one is basically if you try to capture the game normally, and it just loses all the visual effects, like the film grain is gone.
Yeah, but no, I mean, how have you got a difference in the capture here?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Ah.
Well, it's cinematic mode. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like I'm gonna watch a film. Nothing.
Ah.
And man, if those zombies weren't dead, they'd be hot. Yeah. not the bad guy, but.
Ah.
You ever
dang it.
heard of cold tuna and mayonnaise?
Who taught these guys table manners? Mother.
And the chat goes dead. Yeah, I think we can probably imagine where you're going with this.
All right,
Yeah.
so what's the game plan? You restrain the subject, and I'll lead an interrogation? Fuck
Pretty
that,
much done
Columbo.
right there, man.
Shoot to me.
My favorite part is when the game's trying to load in. Since there's nothing covering the screen, you see all the geometry just kind of form in.
That guy certainly had thunder thighs.
Oh, there it is. Got one. Yeah, I just picked up that slowdown thing in the cutscene, which is going to waste time, so that's kind of annoying.
They're coming out of the shadows.
Herring pudding. And chocolate.
So I love since we're on Skype. There's a delay, so we're always talking after.
Oh
You
well,
should tell him the elevator's out.
that's about the
I
norm.
say we let him find out for himself.
Oh, I think David's super quiet now.
I am not!
No, it was just Echo.
Oh, okay.
Sadistic crime lord, master of a perverse science.
My darling Jasper, do you have a present for me?
They call him.
Yeah, see, like the red effect is missing on here. That's kind of weird.
The hospital is showing progress. You've done very well, my boy. We shall celebrate this tonight.
So he turned around, faced dramatically to camera, even though he doesn't know that anybody's actually there. Oh, hang on,
he's right
no,
there.
Stephen Hawking just showed up.
Oh, wow. Man, it's triple.
So yeah, this game pulls no punches.
Jasper Guns.
Impotent cripple.
Oh, wasn't that sort of the plot for one of the... There was the cripple, and he was like, I'm gonna make zombies, and then the cripple...
Seriously, why is Stephen Hawking making zombies? That's not right.
I want to know why they're all making zombies in the first place.
Well, guess you have to play all the way and find out. Also, how his voice box is screaming, I don't know.
Zombies!
Stephen Hawking.
Yes!
Or the easily offended.
Ah!
But yeah, it like you're gonna deal with this grindhouse effect for like the entire game, which is kind of funny.
He will blow your mind by eating it.
Oh wow, this is plot relevant with this text.
Wow. Zombie Stephen Hawking has psychic powers and flight.
Makes sense to me.
Who needs legs?
And now we're getting to one of the
Seriously, how many drugs were the developers on when they thought of this boss sequence?
maybe a couple
All of them.
painkillers.
He's touching me! Show me where on the doll he mind touched you.
Well, you have to complete the word in order to damage the boss, and as you can probably tell, they're not quite nearly as gimmicky. They're nowhere near gimmicky as like the original Typing the Dead bosses, where you would type out entire sentences, which kind of bums me out. But maybe I just haven't gone far enough. But this is what I think is going to happen for the rest of the game here. Because there are some situations where it just seems like it was kind of juxtaposed upon the game, and they couldn't really come up with a decent solution as to what they should do for some words to type out to hurt the bosses and whatnot. Oh.
Not so fucking clever now, are you, bitch?
Oh.
Get him!
Oh, he's dissing Zombie Stephen Hawking's intelligence now.
That's a bit upsetting.
Also, his cat hates him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like $10 now on Steam, and it's pretty. And for how much it is, I think it's pretty amusing.
Someone should get it for me right now.
Well, we did get 3 review copies of the game, and then, well, Segabits did, and then Barry offered for a couple of us to work on it. So I'm going to try and work on the review for this, and get it up towards near the end of the week.
That's what I am going to fucking do. You know,
shut the fuck up and shoot! Shit!
Happy now? Fuckwit.
Gee.
You fucking bastard! You killed my brother!
Aren't these protagonists so likable?
Oh, they get even more likable in just a second.
Oh, Zombie Stephen Hawking has a hot sister.
Yep.
Oh, hey now.
No. Well, that's not. Oh, but yeah, that is her sister.
See, okay, right, so she just showed up, and, I mean, did they have to shoot him?
Well, they had to, because he was just attacking them for no reason.
Well, I mean, could have just given him a sedative. Calm down.
Man, sometimes someone needs to get shot in the head, and that dude needed to get shot in the head.
I don't know, man. He had a pretty big brain. You could probably reason with him.
Yeah.
Nobody is safe.
But then someone wouldn't get shot in the head.
I won't rest until I've shot his
It doesn't matter
Fair point.
who gets shot in the head necessarily. It's just that someone needs to get shot in the head, and it might as well have been him.
Varla disappeared.
She's not going to do something stupid now, like just infect herself with a zombie virus, is she?
No, she's just going to go and kill Papa Caesar. And hey, my rank improved because I didn't dick around at the boss.
Oh, so she's not mad at you then? She's mad at the other guy.
Yeah. And unfortunately... Oh, guess what? Guess who's number 2 in this frickin' story mode? If
Jortron.
You fucking bastard. Meanwhile, I'm all the way down here.
Japanese.
You're Piccadilly.
Slack and Bart.
I like... Oh, agent. Bitch, agent, and motherfucker. That's interesting.
That's the new ranks of the AMS, apparently.
Now that's a combo right there.
Yep. But yeah, I'm only about maybe halfway through this main game, but it's more or less the same thing throughout the entirety of all these episodes. So there's nothing that really mixes up the action that much, and the words literally are random.
Also random XD.
So does this take place in the official timeline?
That, you know, I really don't know. That's the part that
There's an official timeline for typing of the dead.
Well, I mean, for House of the Dead in general, you know. Because you have 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 takes place between 2 and 3, and then,
And then where do Zobio and Zobiko run in through all this? Anybody? Nobody?
In the level where Sumo Digital designed it.
Yeah.
It wasn't Zombies Revenge. I mean, that was originally a House of the Dead side story. That was what it was supposed to be called, but I don't know if it actually is part of the timeline.
Yeah.
But it could be. I mean, zombies. This is the start. It takes place in 1991. Oh. And wait, where's all the 90s references? Why isn't there anyone falling upon Sega Genesis?
You get a minister. But yeah, it's a gallery shooting game, as normal if you just play with a regular House of the Dead, but obviously the zombies are going to be much quicker, and they'll immediately hit you if they approach you, so there's that you got to worry about.
So are you using mouse or Wiimote?
I'm using just a mouse. You can use an Xbox 360 gamepad if you really want to.
Yeah, but why would you do that? You just hook up a Wiimote with Joy to Key.
Pretty much. Although, well, I don't think it's Joy to Key. I forget what it's called.
Oh, Glove Pie.
There it is, yeah. And the combo system in this is way harsher than in Typing of the Dead, where if you make too many misses, then you'll just lose your combo. Oop. And of course your gun has to reload all the time.
Plop.
And of course, since the multiplayer is confirmed to be online only, it does kind of bum me out that you can't plug in multiple devices to simulate local two-player. You know, like at your local arcade. But since it's running under Steam directly, it is going to be using Steamworks for multiplayer, so it's free, and there's no other weird DRM involved, which is nice.
Derm.
Although I don't know if anybody is really chomping at the bits to play House of the Dead online.
Oh man, who wouldn't?
I love House of the Dead.
I like House of the Dead too, but
yeah, why don't they? Oh.
Why don't they make any more?
Well, no, wait. This one came out on the Wii. It was a couple years ago, right?
It was like 2009.
2009. Yeah,
2009. Oh, man, it's even older than I thought.
Yeah, the PS3 port was just 2011, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I was thinking about.
And then, of course, there's the Android version, which we can take a look at in a little bit.
When did that come out, sir?
I believe that was That was this year, I think.
Oh. So do you just tap zombies with your finger?
That would make sense.
You actually have to like use an aiming reticle by sliding your finger on like the bottom left corner of the screen, and then you tap the fire button, which is kind of unintuitive.
Very gross.
That's interesting.
Let's tap. Zombie killing game.
There is potentially a accelerometer aiming mode, but I can't get it to work right on my device, so that sucks.
If it's an accelerometer aiming mode, it's probably shite anyway.
Yeah.
I want to know why they never port number 1.
That's a good question. I don't know why that's the case either.
Because it was on. I know it was ported to the Saturn once upon a time, and then they ported that to the PC once upon a time. But then after 2 came out, nothing happened. It's like we're done with this one.
If it was on the sort of graphical level of the Saturn, maybe they figure it'll be too much work to modernize it.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because apparently, because at the beginning of House of the Dead number 2, there's a few scenes that are in Dreamcast quality of events that take place in the original.
I just figured they just took the Model 1 graphics and just said, "Yep, it's next gen, guys. We swear." Because you still have like these.
No, because I read somewhere one of the original idea was that they were going to remake House of the Dead 1 and make that an unlockable in House of the Dead 2, and they ran out of time.
Maybe in classic Sega fashion, they don't have the source code to the original game anymore.
That would also make sense.
Right, but I mean, if that's the case,
let's make a new one.
I'm convinced every year on November the 5th, on Bonfire Night, Sega just takes all copies of source code that they can find in the office and just chucks it on the pyre.
The only source code they still have? Sonic.
What can we burn this year, guys?
It's very nice that these zombies kind of line up in the middle, and you can just take them out one by one. They're very patient like that.
Very convenient. Maybe the game is set in Britain and the zombies are just queuing.
I died. But yeah, that's pretty much the general idea of House of the Dead. The only other online option is that you get to buy dictionaries, apparently. Which, I don't know how I feel about that. If it had, like, Steamworks stuff, like, you could make your own dictionaries, that'd be cool. But, unfortunately, nothing's really been confirmed.
So what dictionaries have we got? Like, say, one full of Sega characters or something?
That's what I would assume. Like, your Sonic the Hedgehog... I'm sorry, it's your Archie Sonic lore in your dictionary.
So basically like 500 million Knuckles clones.
Cancelled Sega games.
You have to pay royalties to get penned.
You have to pay DLC to type in Shenmue 3. That's as far as we'll go. Oh.
No, not even that. It'll let you type the word Shenmue, but it does it 3 times in a row.
Haha. That'd be great.
I'm assuming custom word ratio is like they uses the standard dictionary for your normal words, and then like say if you have it set to, I don't know, 1 in 100, you have a custom word every 100 words.
Yeah. Should we take a look at one more of these things, and then we'll move on to another House of the Dead game? Because we got a collection of these games here today.
A collection?
Oh,
it was released on the collection game.
We'll just move up to stage 2, and then call it.
Yeah, that one.
Naked Terror.
Naked? Oh, that's erotic.
Are we actually going to be alright doing this on Twitch?
Don't worry. There's no real nudity going on here.
Well, then let's skip it.
But look at the titillation.
Oh boy, those trees aren't wearing anything at all.
Man, I'm so aroused.
Okay, so Stephen Hawking's sister is using his wheelchair to get around.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
That's interesting.
I want this door open. Arr.
Like, they're deliberately
push
cheesy.
it, not pull. See, push it, not pull. No wonder it wasn't working.
And the wheelchair falls apart.
Just your average girl next door. But
she's talking to
behind
Chell
her
from Portal.
image lies a dark secret.
With a totally not obvious name.
One day we'll be free of this hellhole.
Forced to degrade herself night after night for cheap thrills and a handful of dollar bills.
So, Candy Stripper's in for a rude awakening.
Yep.
Holy shit. I don't think guns that size. There, of all places. It's not in case they get rough crowds.
I wish she had a Dreamcast keyboard just cocked or something like that.
Gotta force my hand up your ass to pull the goddamn trigger.
Yeah,
actually, the intro video for Overkill on the Wii has a stripper pulling out a Wii remote from a gun holster.
Fuck, kid.
Oh.
Didn't your mama teach you to knock?
Oh, Varla, I'm sorry. I thought I heard Jasper's car pulling up outside and couldn't wait to see him.
Well, you're not gonna be much good to him with no head on your fucking shoulders. Not
Jasper's
that you'll be much
car,
good to him
the
now anyway.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I couldn't.
His Hot Wheels.
Sugar.
He's left me? How could he?
He didn't have much choice in the matter.
In my
Oh.
wheelchair.
Oh, she's gonna have a
My
tear.
baby's been wheeled away by another
Awkwardly
woman?
in these...
He didn't have much choice. He got
Jasper's
shot
taking
and
that great
killed.
stairlift in the sky.
That can't be. His only went up one
Just
floor.
say he's dead. Just say he got shot in the
amazing.
head after being
Say he
mutated.
became a giant monster zombie and you had to murder him.
Fucking dead.
His batteries are... Oh my god.
How long does this go on for?
It goes for a while.
Oh, there we go.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Here. He would have wanted you to have this.
Oh god, this is
Now
weird.
dry your eyes. We've got a scumbag to kill.
Oh, is it his
Wow.
head?
Fuck,
No.
Where are my keys?
Oh,
It's a little
Coco
voice
and
box
Cindy
that plays a
took your
clip.
bike.
Oh
They
my
wanted to go to
god.
the biker bar to turn some tricks.
Really?
So basically,
Anything
she
else
got
I
one of
should
those
know?
talking Hallmark
Just
cards that.
Not even that. The little like the ones you get with like the selection of 4 or 5 clips from The
Never
Simpsons or Family Guy. Also, there's a zombie behind you.
Get ready to be titillated
Oh.
Also, she has the most accurate shotgun ever.
by tasseled titty temptresses. But beware.
Oh
your
boy.
kittens have claws.
I tasseled titty temptresses. And now I have bloody Nico Bellic stuck in my head and Roman.
Adults only.
Big zombie.
Controller.
Just keep both hands on the controller, but all I got's a keyboard and a mouse. So yeah, they didn't really update the game to, at least script-wise,
Only backstage.
regarding the keyboard and mouse, but whatever, it's fine.
Artistes. Okay.
It's an artistic...
Why is this I get a sort of a feeling to the theming for the words?
Maybe sometimes there's some coherence with what's going on in the game. Not all the time, but some of the time.
Quench. Think about how that fits in.
Pathetic lingerie. Oh dear.
See, lube, it's relevant.
It's always relevant. See, that man, he was just like, I'm gonna get so bonerized and instead turn
beer.
into zombie.
Do you think you could turn off the picture-in-picture mode?
Oh, I can do that in a second, hang on. Let's see if I can do this. There.
That zombie just wanted to go use the urinal.
I just find it highly amusing, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Ooh, I think the game's slowing down a little bit.
Gently caress.
I don't know how many strip clubs just have random posters everywhere that are like, "Hey, girls!" Yeah. It's like once you're inside, I think you pretty much know what's going on.
There's definitely titties.
I also want to know why there were so many people in this strip club.
Why they're like women, normal women, just hanging out here.
Yeah, there's that.
Looks like it's business as usual out here. Another
I don't know, I just feel like the
body
way I
ticking
see it,
badly.
at least for how this is interpreted in the House of Dead lore, if you want to go about that, is that it's just like a film adaptation of Agent G, and like everything else is just grim, even though it's just horrifically stupid if you look at regular House of Dead games. With the great acting and all that.
We what you mean, like on a par with Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Stage, bitch.
Trout farm.
That's definitely a euphemism for something, right?
There probably is. There's a bunch of dirty words in here, but I can't remember all of them.
Sure is a lot of money on the floor here.
What? Are you kidding me? This doesn't
Well,
count
yeah,
as
it kind of
an
makes sense for the
emergency.
location. Maybe Duke Nukem was here first.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, there's a big pile of money sitting at this emergency exit. Now, I guess I want to know. I'm assuming they're mostly $1 bills, but if the textures are like 20s and 50s, then you know that something's wrong.
Well, here's what I'm thinking happened. You know, in Toe Jam and L2, there's an option for a panic and in jars all over the place. I'm thinking that, except you have like the most pale, weedy guy who has absolutely no luck with women accidentally put there holding a load of $1 notes.
I'm the only one here who gets to shake their
Just
money.
runs
Also,
around
were
like
there-
crazy, throwing them everywhere.
Also, were there a bunch of people like, what's going on over here? Oh no, they're all zombies. So the zombies, we're getting excited about other zombies stripping. Is that it?
Yes.
Is that-
Yeah,
right.
probably.
Zombie strippers.
How does that? 'Cause
There is a
it's-
movie called Zombie Strippers and it's amazing. Seriously, it's like so bad it's hilarious. Because the zombies sort of aren't, because they can talk and they can still do strip dancing.
Yeah. Now, when I do this, it kills those zombies, but I think it only counts for
Looks like
one
closing time
combo.
on a Saturday night out here.
So it's kind of weird how it prioritizes some of these combos here.
Closing time. Hairspray.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like, the more you type, the harder it is. So, for the people who go for the harder maneuvers, it's probably more rewarding to do that.
I wonder if one of the downloadable dictionaries is going to be like the original set of words from the first typing of the dead.
Holy hand grenade
Yep.
of Antioch.
Also, actually, speaking of which, that's probably not like a Worms reference, but I think I've seen like Half-Life references in here. Like, there was a reference to Ravenholm in one of the text boxes.
Gosh, that could have had someone's eye out.
He's throwing bottles. The other zombies were like throwing really like, knives and it's...
Well, that was in the mini game earlier. Oh, health pack.
He just like finished drinking, so I'm out of my fucking drink. I'll just throw it at you. D.
Slowest moving bottle I've ever seen.
Oh my. I think we need cleanup in aisle.
Just another Friday night in Tesco's.
It's kind of funny. Like, back in the, like, a few years ago, Sega, on their online store, you could buy the original Typing the Dead as a digital download. But it's gone now, because they just took out everything that wasn't a Steam download. And I think they had like a time limit for like how long you could keep the download and things like that, so I wouldn't be surprised as to why nobody would want to buy them.
That's disgusting.
How can they do
DRM bullshit.
Yeah, and there was also pricing bullshit involved.
Furious typing.
Yeah. I don't really have, like, a normal typing, method. I kind of use my index fingers to do most of it.
Yeah, I do with other keys. My words per minute is not great. I think I manage around 60.
Yeah. I got 100 once.
Look.
That was
It doesn't help that I can't not look at the keys.
Yeah.
As anybody who knows me and has seen me typing for relatively long periods will know.
I see the service here hasn't
There you go.
improved.
What you need to do is you need to play more typing with Dad. And then
Evidently.
Yeah. Actually, this doesn't have a training mode, which I think is strange. But, oh well.
The game is the training mode.
Yeah.
Isn't that what bitch mode is for?
I guess. Oh, wow. Oh, man, the guy is dancing.
What a bunch of freaks.
So, is there a specific reason why House of the Dead 3, the typing version, Typing of the Dead 2, I suppose, was never released on U.S. shores?
That's a good question. Especially since I would assume part of it was because House of the Dead 3 never really sold that well on original Xbox, and then the PC version, I can't even remember if that came out in the US or not.
Nope. Pan only.
That'd probably be part of why.
Oh wait, we're talking about the actual House of the Dead 3.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's horrific.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Windows version came out in Europe but not America.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking gross.
What do we do now?
We take those
That,
bitches down.
Yeah.
That's pretty hot.
And that's, I don't know, it kind of disappoints me about the zombies and Overkill here, where they just go for the grotesque instead of the weird gimmicky stuff in we would see in a regular House of the Dead game.
Or give that.
You're cutting out on me really bad, but it's probably just me. I got an achievement.
No,
for
it was cutting out on me too.
Oh.
It's hard more gimmicky than a game.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. Oh well. You sure that's not just me?
No, he's definitely bringing it up for me too.
Okay. Sorry, Overlord.
Is it any better? Is it any better now?
A little bit, yeah.
I can hear you, but you're very low quality.
Okay. My internet just went to crap. That's probably why I dropped off IRC as well.
Ah.
Understandable.
You know what I said was it's hard to get more gimmicky than the game where you type zombies to death.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So where is that strobe lighting coming from?
I don't know. I should probably do the picture-in-picture again to see if those lights are still there. In fact, let's do that real quick. It looks like it's still there. Ah.
Ow! I'm gonna kill you, you little fuck.
She hit you.
Bitches never
Yeah.
could dance.
And then I typed in
I'm just
Muscle
meant
Lurker.
Bearing in mind I have no sound, I'm just mentally playing the Giant Poo song over this.
The Great Mighty Poo, you mean? Or,
That's the one.
Ah. That's appropriate.
Oh, they got squashed. And she squashed the squash.
The beautiful clagginess.
Clagginess. I've never heard that word before. Is that more British slang?
Not really, but it sort of makes sense in context. And oh my god, what is she doing?
Pulling the key out. It's a good thing this is based off a Wii game,
Key-
otherwise it'd be way more
my God,
grotesque.
I thought that was a stomach ring.
It kind of was.
What happened to them? How did they get like that?
Damn if I know, but I bet that sick fuck Caesar has something to do with it.
I don't think she understands that she can't do the same thing again.
Then we should go after them.
No, kid, it's too dangerous for you. Jasper wouldn't want you to risk your life avenging him.
But Papa Caesar killed him.
Tell me something I don't know, girl.
Well,
No, you're just going to stay here with all the zombies while I get on board my dead brother's wheelchair and ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Then are you going to try to find Papa Caesar?
Listen, sister, I don't try anything. I just get up and do it. And when I'm done, that fuck will be dead now.
Oh, they have a motorbike and sidecar, that's okay.
Into the night, a trail of carnage, mayhem, and devastation behind them. Driven by a single desire.
Except they're just going to ride the motorbike.
Oh man, there's so many expletives in this game.
Yep. At least they realize, hey, it's an M-rated game. We can take advantage of that.
We might as well say it.
Well, let's see if JonTron is top dog.
JorTron.
Or JorTron. Yep,
yeah.
JorTron is number 2 again.
Jor.
Well, alright then. I'll stick down here in the 1000th top players.
Papa.
That's just not hardcore enough.
Well, that's it for Typing the Dead. Available now, not in stores anywhere. And of course, they're going to still add more to this game, which is going to make it a little hard to write up for the review. Especially since, like, apparently, for the resolution, it gives you the ability to change it to 7. Apparently, it has an internal graphic resolution of 720p, and if you try to go towards 1980, it's kind of as far as it goes, but it's not really 1080p, which is really
yeah,
strange.
it's just 720p scaled up.
Yeah, but apparently the UI scales up appropriately.
I mean, who cares?
I don't. It's friggin' House of Dead. It's a light gun shooter.
Yeah, there's no difference between 1080p and 720p. We've all learned that in the last few days.
You're not going to want to play this game with 3 monitors.
And why not? Maybe I want House of the Dead with
I want to hook
Infinity.
this up to my 50-inch 4K TV.
Exactly.
Experience those Wii-level graphics in glorious 4K.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can I hook it up to my Game Gear?
If you have a
you can.
TV output kind of thing, sure, why not?
Because, I mean, it had a TV tuner, so I see no reason why I can't just use that screen.
That would be so amazing.
Well,
quickly, I need someone in here to play this game on a Game Gear screen right now.
About that.
Sad thing is I could
I'd have
almost
to have a
do
Game
that
Gear.
setup. I have the Game Gear, although it won't actually power up because the capacitors are buggered and I need to replace it. I have the relevant video cables. I have a Wii. What I don't have is the actual game. Or the time and patience to actually set all that crap up, which is an even bigger factor.